Hey everybody, welcome back to my virtual campfire. I am the RV Wingman, and today I'm going to talk about rants and raves. I'm going to play a voicemail message that we received, and I'm going to start it off by asking you a question. How many languages are you fluent in? What? Seriously, how many languages are you fluent in? I am fluent, personally, in 2 languages. English, like this, like the way I'm speaking now, but I'm extremely fluent in another language, and that is the ugly, critical version. It's English words, but it is nasty. And I think that most of us can kind of relate to that. I prefer to choose the classier version of English, especially when doing these videos. But which do you think is more important? Do you think it's more important to be able to speak multiple languages? Or do you think it's more important to be able to understand multiple languages? If you believe it's more important, more valuable to be able to speak multiple languages, type 1. If you believe it is more important, more valuable to be able to understand multiple languages, type 2. Again, if you think that speaking multiple languages is more important, type 1. Understanding multiple languages is more important, type 2. So my wife and I went for a drive the other day before it was raining, and it's raining like crazy right now in parts of Texas because of Hurricane Beryl, I guess is the way you pronounce it. I'm going to talk about that in RVs in a minute, but my wife and I went for a drive. It's hot down here in Texas, 100 and something degrees. We come back from our drive, and the house is like 82 degrees. AC's blowing, it ain't working. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something right now. My wife, what did she want to do? She wanted to instantly call the AC repair man. Let's get somebody out here to fix it right away. Oh my God, we're going to have to stay in a hotel tonight. We're going to time out. I'm not super mechanically inclined, but I can figure out, I think, most things. And so, long story short, I fixed my repair problem. My air conditioner never said a word until it stopped working. And then it was screaming, enjoy this 82-degree house. I'm not talking about understanding human languages. I'm talking about understanding things that are going on around us and then adapting. There are things going on around you right now that you need to listen to. At least I believe you need to listen to. Another example. Before I left on my vacation a couple of weeks ago, I drove my little old car, which is a diesel. There was a phantom light that kept coming on the dashboard. I didn't want to go on 2,000, 3,000 mile journey without having it checked. The dealer plugged it into their little deal and they said, I don't know what it is. Considering the mileage, it could be that it was something to do with a catalytic converter, the equivalent for a diesel engine. Could be that. It was $2,018, I think was the quote. I said, will that fix the problem? Well, we're not sure. And I said, well, I'm sure they'll fix my problem. I'll be out $2,018. So I'm not going to do it. So I take off and I go on my vacation, and I'm going to tell this story. And this story is one of the ones that my wife says, don't ever tell anybody because it makes you look terrible. I get up to Colorado to pick her up, and my engine light came on. Never comes on. So I went and I checked, and I was 2 quarts low on oil. And it wasn't dripping in the parking lot. It wasn't blowing out the exhaust pipe. It was just, I was 2 quarts low on oil. So I went by a Jiffy Lube. They put the oil in. You know, it's synthetic, so it's a little bit more expensive than regular oil. And we continue on our vacation. So now I drive a couple of 100 more miles, and it went through like 4 quarts of oil. She says, what's going on? I don't know. We landed in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where the oil really began leaking. It's talking to me. This is what I'm going to say. It's that things are talking to us. My car, that little light was saying, hey, you need to pay attention to me. And I tried, but I didn't know what it was saying. And then the leak, I put 2 quarts in when I got to Colorado. It's still, hey, did you hear me? We got a problem here. I got down to Santa Fe, bigger problem. It's yelling at me, and I don't know what to do. I know something's wrong. So the car develops a major oil leak. Major. How major was it? We love Roswell, New Mexico. I've told stories about aliens and all that kind of stuff. We love it over there. Driving from Roswell, New Mexico to San Antonio is just over 500 miles. You know how many quarts of oil that I went through in 517 miles? Quarts. Sounds like a lie. 85 quarts. 85 quarts. I bought 17 5-quart things, 5-quart containers of synthetic motor oil. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And my wife is going, we need to take in a tow truck. We got to, why don't you just trade the car in? And she's panicky. That's her personality. And she's, what are we going to do? I said, we go get San Antonio. She said, but what if? I said, well, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. My car was talking to me, just like my wife was talking to me, just like your RV is talking to you. With this hurricane going on, and that's obviously landed, and it's raining like hell in certain parts of the country, do you think that those RVs are talking to their owner? Is the owner listening? Or is the owner like me when the little light went on my dashboard? Like, well, I don't know what it is. I think now would be a good time to listen. Listening to the language. The older we get, I think that we understand this metaphor. I listen to my dogs. I can look at my dogs, and I got 3 of them, and I can tell which one thinks what. When they have to go outside, when they want to play, when they want to be left alone, when they want to be held, because I listen to them. I believe that a good RVer is a good listener. They pay attention to what's going on. If you have not checked for leaks in your RV, it may be too late right now. But I'm telling you, well, it's not raining where I am. Your RV's still talking to you. It is. What is it saying? Is it baking in the southwest sun right now? Is it along the Gulf Coast where we're probably going to get another tropical storm or a hurricane that's going to flood you? Have your seals been checked? What about the RVs that are on dealer lots? Have you thought about that? Think about those RVs. Let's say an RV dealer has 200 RVs on their lot. How many of those are older? Maybe 6 months old, maybe a year, maybe older. How many of those dealers have said, get up on there and make sure the seals are taken care of? I don't know. But every single RV is talking to you. You just have to be smart enough and situationally aware enough to listen. What is it saying? Because if you don't listen to what your RV's roof is telling you and other issues, if you don't listen, you will pay because it's going to come screaming at you. And this goes with your children. It goes with the media. Going back a couple of weeks ago when the debate was going on, a lot of people are like, oh my God, Biden he's done. He's senile. Something's wrong. Those people that had that wake-up call weren't listening. They weren't paying attention. It doesn't make them a bad person. We get distracted. I know we get distracted. Don't let the conditions, don't let your RV be a distract. Blah, blah, blah. Let me start over again. Don't ignore your RV talking to you. Those noises, those concerns you have, that funny feeling that something's getting ready to go wrong with your refrigerator or your air conditioner or your water heater. Don't ignore them. Pay attention to them. So many of the people that contact me end up in, I call it RV purgatory, and it's because they weren't paying attention. They just think that, well, they just speak like this, and other people speak like this, and it's wrong. We get spoken to by all kinds of things. Our dogs, our children, our yard, our house, our RV. Let me know what you think. Seriously, do you think that I've got a point here or not so much? And my other question for you is, do you think that you're fully aware of everything? Are you? I know that I'm aware of everything that I'm aware of. And I think I'm smart enough to know that there are a lot of things going on that I need to pull my head out and start paying attention to. But I got to listen. I got to listen for them. And if I don't listen, one day they're likely going to be screaming at me, and it's going to be a painful, probably an expensive situation for me to deal with. All right, so talk about rants and raves. We got rants, raves, and another R, reflections. If you have an RV rant, if you are happy with an RV experience, or if you have an experience with your RV dealer, your manufacturer, that you think other people could benefit from hearing your story, I want to hear from you. You can call the toll-free number on the screen right now, just like Harold did, and listen to his story. It's real short.
I'm Harold. I'm from Clayton, North Carolina. The dealer was Campers World of Gardner, North Carolina. I'm trying to get some of this money back for the ESPN stuff. And for instance, travel assistance, I can get it online at $90 for the highest price one per year. They charge me $999 for 6 years. And it goes on from there. They ate up over $17,000 on my deal for my Class C. I paid more than what the original price was on it. This is a 2019 unit. I just wanted to let you know.
That's a portion of that phone call for RV Rants, Raves, and Reflections. I want to hear from you. I think that people, by listening to other ordinary RVers, can benefit. Will they listen? Will they listen? I don't know. Probably not. They wait until the last minute. Go, oh my God, I had no idea that the extended service protection plan was that much money. What? It lasts 5 years, but the payments on it last for 15 or 20? They don't know. You got to listen. Education is the key, folks. It is the key. Also, you'll notice a new link down below that if you have a situation, you're frustrated with your RV dealer, your manufacturer, you have a serious situation and you've tried to resolve it and you find yourself in RV purgatory, I want to try and help. I will give you a free consultation. I will. Now, I can't give everybody one, but I have got a link down below that if you have a situation, a serious situation with your RV, and you'd just like somebody else to listen, and I will listen in as unbiased way as I possibly can to try to provide you with at least my thoughts, some things that you may want to consider moving forward. I'm not a lawyer. You can take it for what it's, what you pay for it, which is nothing. But click on the link. If you had that situation, there's a little document, an outline that you can follow if you would like for me to have a consultation with you. So, I guess that's going to do it for today. Listen, everybody, please. Who is talking to you? What is talking to you? And what are they saying? Stop ignoring things. Stop putting them off, especially with your RV. And more important than your RV, stop putting off things with your life. Pay attention to politics. Oh, we've been in tough times before. They'll take care of it. Oh, yeah, they're going to take care of it, all right. And when they take care of it, are you going to be ready? I choose to be ready. I choose to try and find when the dashboard light goes on my car. I'd like to figure out the problem then instead of walking into my house and finding it 82 degrees. But what about you? Drop a comment below. Let me know if any of this connected with you. And if it didn't, let me know that as well. I love reading the comments. My email address is in the description below, as is my personal voicemail number. You can get a hold of me 24/7. I listen to every voicemail message, and I call back as many people as possible. All right, that's going to do it for today. As I said, I hope you got something out of this. I am the Wingman, reminding you, be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.